Yeah.
WTAP looks back on this day in history in today's We the People, celebrating 250 years.
On January 21st, 1977, U.S. President Jimmy Carter granted an unconditional pardon to hundreds of thousands of men who evaded the draft during the Vietnam War. In total, some 100,000 young Americans went abroad in the late 1960s and early 70s to avoid serving in the war. 90% went to Canada, where after some initial controversy, they were eventually welcomed as immigrants. Still, others hid inside the United States.
A moment to reflect, a time to remember. Join WTAP in celebrating We the People. Watch This Day in History every day on WTAP News at 6, proudly sponsored by WVU Medicine Camden Clark.